of the government representing Wall Street, all right? I voted against this bailout. I voted against every single bailout. I want you to know that at the end of the day, I think we have created a huge moral hazard problem. And one of the reasons I voted against the bailout was because AIG, for example, AIG went in and they did the insurance on the mortgage-backed securities of Fannie and Freddie. And you know why they felt so secure in doing that? Because they presumed that these being government-sponsored enterprises, that the government would bail these institutions out. Now, what we have just done, and there are economists on the left and on the right who are very concerned about what we've just done, we have created, as one part of this bill, additional moral hazard, because we have set up an ongoing process that says the Treasury will get in and will help systemically significant firms. What does that mean? That means Goldman Sachs. And so right now, according to the FDIC, Goldman Sachs can borrow at 1% less than their competition. And that's why economists on the left and conservative economists as well are worried about this. Look, at the end of the day, we have got to figure out ways to streamline business, to get government down to size and under control and under the Constitution. And there's no doubt that there's going to be a painful process. There's no doubt there's going to be a lot of cost to pay to get there. But what I want to be sure of is that as we head in that direction, I'm just not watching every government agency and every government department expand. And I'm concerned about the lack of impulse on that side. And that's why I think there's got to be pressure from the country, from people of every political persuasion that's going to lean in and say, get this thing done. And a constitutional amendment will force us, one way or another, to get the thing done. But thanks for attending.
What about taxes?
Now we
Top
go over to this
2%.
side. Go ahead.
Taxes. You asked about taxes.
Yes, my name is Midge Fleener, and I'm from the city of Orange.
Yes.
And Congressman, I would like to ask you if you will stand for democracy and help rescue our government from corporations and lobbyists and sign the pledge to overturn the Citizens United court ruling and support fair elections and lobbyist reform.
Okay, let's just look at this for a minute, because I understand the concern with having corporations put money into politics. But here would be a compromise that I think might have a little balance to it. And I would like MoveOn.org to think about this aspect of it. What if you change the law so that not only could a corporation not give money in politics, only individuals could give money, and it would have to be voluntary on the part of the individuals. But the reason that's not supported by MoveOn.org is because then the union bosses couldn't. Well, wait a minute. Think it through, though. Think it through. I'm for unions. I just want it to be voluntary. I think if you're going to pay union dues and you want it spent in an election, fine. What I'm against is having the head of the union say we're not going to have a vote on the increase in dues, and me and my board are going to decide, you're not going to decide as individuals. So what do you think about this compromise? Corporations can't give money, only individuals can, and it has to be voluntary, and you actually have you see, if we can work out something like that, I think we can bring both sides together. But right now, I don't think that's balanced the way you're putting it forward. I think it should be rewritten. And I think sometimes we have to stand up to people, that maybe are underwriting our own efforts, on initiatives and reforms. We have to take a look and say, well, wait a minute. What's wrong with this compromise? Why shouldn't we compromise? Sometimes something good can come out of compromising, and I think this would be an example of it. So
do something.